The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one. To the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
To Hunt, 180. Line 54.
Yo.
Right here, Omaha. Slam.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On second down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
First down, Minnesota.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Gun.
Here's Cousins. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it, and he's able to find Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot. Watch 21. Switch. Stick. 21. Check 99. 21. Here we go. We hit.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
The 49er first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
21. Check nickel. 11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 36-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Manny! 48.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Cousins now, flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch the safety. 21. 11. 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Garoppolo on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 51 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Bring up 48. Shoot. Gun.
Cousins to throw it this time. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. D. Ford in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
3rd and long for Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would...
It's a foot race. 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check. Tighten up.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11. Hot. Big Dan. Go. Set hot.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. Check. 59. Oh, you got deep? Wow. 12.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
64,
Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Slam. Takes 3. 218.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Check 4. Spine. Greystone. Travel. No. Gun. What's the motion?
From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
65. Watch twist.
Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watch the air.
11. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Any day. Under pressure.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Here we go. 180.
Check. 59. In your face. 36.
2. White.
Check 24.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here we go.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 25.
2. 25. 2.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams. Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC and represents for the Lombardi Trophy.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's good for 28 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. Well, Charles, while we have a second,